Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Crystal and I'd like you to humor me for a second. Take a look at this figure behind me. What does it represent? What does it mean to you? You probably first encountered this weird, round-looking thing in an elementary school math class, probably in a word problem, probably pertaining to fruit for some reason, where Jason takes 4 of Sally's 4 bananas and she's left with 0. We're taught from a very young age that this means the absence of something, that it's tantamount to nothing. Now I know what you're thinking, what does this have to do with pants? Great transition, Sarah. To that I say, picture yourself in any department store. If you're in the women's clothing section, there's probably a stack of denim somewhere, and probably on the top of that stack is a pair of pants whose label reads 0 or 00 or maybe even 000. What's wrong with this? Well, a minute ago we agreed that 0 means nothing. It would require the wearer to take up no space. I don't know about you, but if I was a size 0, I would expect not to pay for my pants because essentially the retailer is expecting me to pay for nothing. I have nothing wrong with people of smaller sizes. I just think that having 0 as the model standard, as the set point, is as unhealthy and as unobtainable as trying to reach the end of a lap pool. It wasn't always this way. In 1967, what we call a 0 today was actually called an 8. In 1937, it was called a 14, which is now the number that many stores use to talk about sizes that are extra large. This concept of lowering size numbers is called vanity sizing, and it's a marketing strategy to get people to buy more clothes. Over time, the size stays the same, but the number goes down. Essentially, all numbers on women's clothing are completely arbitrary. Now, of course, the sizes aren't the only thing contributing to the toxic atmosphere surrounding the clothing industry. In recent years, many of us have taken it upon ourselves to call out ridiculous Photoshop fails like these, and of course, the SpongeBob SquarePants level 5 gaps. We all know this to be true. But what I'm seeing is there's a major imbalance in the industry between the way that women's pants are sized and men's. Many companies may choose to have sizes like small, medium, large, extra large, etc., whose standards are undeniably vague. And then you have those who seem like they're being more helpful with sizes like 32, 28, 24, etc. But these aren't actually based on actual numbers, on actual measurements. And then you have those, like I was talking about earlier, like 0, 2, 4, 6, etc., whose standards aren't universally held. Now, to elucidate my point, I brought with me a couple pairs of pants. Now, these are all my pants. And I'm not a shapeshifter. I have one pair of legs. These pants are 12. These pants are 16. And the ones on the bottom are 14. The same size in different stores has a different name. A 14 in one store could just as easily be a 12 in another, a 16 in a third, and not carried in the fourth, because even though the average size American woman is a 16, which 16 I do not know, the extra revenue just isn't worth having fat people shop at their stores. Men's sizing is completely different. You get actual numbers with actual measurements, and they even throw in the length just for kicks. Imagine that. You can head to the dressing room knowing very well that the pants are going to fit over your body. Of course, not every pair of pants is going to be the ones, or your pants in shining armor, if you will. They might be a little too loose here or a little too tight there. But you know, your size is your size, and if they fit, they fit. And if they don't fit, they don't fit. You can grab a hot pretzel and move on. Why can't women's pants be this way? Of course, all this brings up the question, why not just buy men's pants? Now, everybody has their own style, and I greatly encourage you to take advantage of whatever you want to wear. But a lot of the time, men's pants just aren't as accommodating in the regions of style, comfort, and fit. You just can't expect a pair of men's pants to contour perfectly to the idiosyncrasies and intricacies of the women's hip. One thing that I can count on from men's pants is a lack of sufficient pockets. From all the men I have observed, they keep things like their phones and wallets in pockets that go down almost to their knees. Whereas I'm lucky if I can keep my phone in at all, or keep it in there if I move my leg slightly. Don't even get me started on fake pockets. Why do designers think it's necessary to put in a little piece that makes it look like there's a pocket, but not actually go all the way and have the actual pocket? Does it really save that much money to get rid of that tiny, thin piece of fabric? I guess what really gets to my goat about this is the notion that women just don't carry stuff. Or if they do, they use a purse. And I'm sorry, but purses are such nuisances. And why can't I go somewhere and just take my phone and my wallet and not be expected to have another transportation vehicle to get from location to location? So, why am I up here talking about pants anyway? Well, this is an issue that transcends just me or just me and a few of my friends. Most of you in this room right now are probably wearing pants. Most of this country right now is probably wearing pants. Most of the world right now is probably wearing pants. In England, however, they're wearing trousers, and they'll get very annoyed if you talk about their pants. Even I'm sort of wearing pants. Anyway, this issue affects millions and is only talked about by a few. So the next time that you're in the mall shopping with somebody who shops in the women's section and they're taking forever, don't blame them for the crimes of the fashion industry. It's not their fault they don't know what size they wear.